Hello and welcome to this video. Yes, it is quite some while ago that I've made the last English-speaking video, but I have my reasons for that. I have been busy making German-speaking videos though, and it's also quite some time ago that I've been to the USA to refresh my English, but I hope it's good enough that you can understand the message that I'm trying to make here, the point that I'm trying to bring over to you here. And today I want to talk to you about the subject of helping, supporting. And why do I want to speak about this subject? Because mainly what I'm speaking of is masculinity and relationships and self-esteem and etc. But the meaning of helping is so important for our lives that it is so essential that I have to talk about it. And why is that? Because when you look at it, helping, when I say helping, I do not only mean helping in the special phrase, I also mean everything which is connected to this meaning. So every word, like supporting, caring for someone, rescuing. And you will find many other words, subjects, areas of responsibility in which you find the sense, the meaning of helping each other. And when you bring it to a point, then you will find out then that helping our entire life consists of helping each other. Life is helping. When we do not help each other in an honest and real, authentic way in which help, so that's what I want to talk about today, in which helping really fulfills its true meaning, then we don't have life any much longer. And so not only rescuing and all these things, it's also trading and economy consists of helping each other. Like any business only can exist because there is some problem they solve for another person or another company. So it doesn't matter what kind of company. It can be a consulting company in consulting business, but it can also be a company in any other area that are producing some product that helps someone else. It can be anything. It can be a cable for your iPhone or what phone ever you use. So you see what I mean. So helping is many things. And without really helping each other, there is no life. There's no economy. There is no wealth. There's nothing left that we love about life. First, I want to talk about what is important about helping. So helping, and what are the essential keys that must be fulfilled when we talk about helping, that if you want to help someone and if you want to receive help. And I want to speak for two perspectives, the one which is receiving the help and for the one who is giving the help. And the first thing which we need is, and I want to encourage you to ask yourself that what I say, do you think that this is true? Do you think question everything you hear, question the things other people tell you? And when I say like the first thing that I'm going to say in a second, then really ask yourself, can that be true? Is it true? And can it be true? And is it maybe more true than the things you thought you believe to be true so far? So the first point I want to make here is helping needs the honest intention, an honest and good intention. So if someone helps you, or if you help someone, then we cannot speak of help if the intention is not right. So we need an honest intention, because you can also have, or someone can have, an intention which is not good, which is bad, which is evil. and then we cannot talk about helping. So this would be abuse of help, which I want to talk about also later. The second point I want to make here, which is important when we want to talk about help, is does someone really need your help? Do you really need the help of someone? Does the other person or the other one really need your help? Or is it just some sort of, okay, I don't want to take responsibility, or I support someone in not taking responsibility, which is not support at all. It's no help at all. It's just holding someone in dependency, and also holding yourself in dependency. Because let's look at it. If you don't really need help, if you can help yourself maybe or whatever, but you still let others help you, then what you train yourself to is that you do not help yourself first. And this is causing and leading to dependency. This is the root of dependency, that you're not helping yourself. You need other persons to help you. And if you've ever been in a plane, you most certainly will have heard the phrase when it's about the mask and the oxygen, etc. Then they say, first put on your mask for yourself. Also, if you have children, then to the other person, help the other person. First, help yourself. And that has a reason. It's because everything else does not work. Okay? And it has proven in so many ways that it does not work. So you have to help yourself first, and you have to make clear, do you really need help? And if yes, then you're welcome to ask for help or take help. But if you don't really need help, then you should support yourself in behaving independently and in a self-determined way. Also, the other person, if someone does not really need your help, but you help this person, which is no help, as I said, then you will hold or will at least have your part in holding this person in a dependency. And this is not good. I think you agree with that. So the third point I want to make here, after does someone really need your help? So just to finish that point, the last point, if someone does not really need the help, then, but we still would help. This is no help. Okay? So a third point I want to make here is, do you really want the help of another person, or does the other person really want the help? So if someone does not want your help, or you do not want the help of a certain person, but you still accept it, or you still somehow maybe force the other person to receive your help, then you don't help. It might seem that you help, it maybe looks like helping, but it is no help, because help only can happen when there's an exchange which is under the surface of giving and receiving. That's the core component of helping. Okay? And if the other person doesn't want your help, it won't receive it. Maybe it looks like it in the outer world, but it's not really helping. So, and I just have to remove here some insect which is trying to destroy my camera, whatever, I don't know. Okay, so this is the third point. So you really have to be honest with yourself. Do you need the help of another person? Then don't disregard yourself. Like, be honest to yourself and assert yourself if you don't want it. And also, if another person doesn't want your help, then don't force it. Okay? And yeah, the next point I want to make here is, which consists in the points I already said, is there is no help without helping yourself, without self-help. In Germany we have the saying, I think it's for English-speaking countries as well, or other countries and continents. So we say help for self-help, which is I help someone that the other person can help herself or himself. So for example, someone wants to go fishing and is not able to, he can't fish, he doesn't know what to do. So another person can just go with the person and go fishing with the person. And the next week the person comes again and say, hey, I have to fish, I need fish and I don't know how to fish. So the person has to go again with the person. So a solution for independency would be, hey, let's make you the offer that I help you to learn how to fish. Then you can go by yourself and you don't need me anymore. So you are independent and I am independent also in this case, because I don't have to go with you fishing anymore and don't have to, I don't know, to feel bad about you because you're not able to go fishing without my help. You understand the point? So helping a person to help herself or himself, and but the deeper meaning of the saying, of what I want to say here, is that you cannot receive or you cannot give help if there is not, on a true basis, on a deeper level, a true agreement of receiving the help or giving the help. Because helping it's a contract. It's the same like a contract. It's saying yes to something. You have to agree to it, and you also have to agree you have to agree to receive help, but you have also to agree to give help. Of course, we do not say it loudly most of the time, but in many cases we do. And it doesn't matter if you say it loudly or not, it is a contract. So also in an emergency situation, if someone really needs the help, then this is also a contract. And of course there are persons in this world, and I mean this, you have to grow up, everyone has to grow up and to accept that there are evil people around. And there are people who do not want to help. They maybe look like it, they maybe try to seem like it. They maybe are covered in clothes of a doctor, but they do not help. They have not the intention to help. And also there are people who seem like they need help, but they want to pull you, or the other person who tries to help, who has the intention to help, in the troubles the person has. So it is abusing the subject of helping. So you see what I mean here. I mean, this is what we have about helping. And if someone not really in a deeper level helps himself, you cannot help another person. Someone has to be willing to help him or herself. Otherwise you cannot give the help or you cannot receive the help. And in Germany we also have the saying, my grandmother used to say, it is help yourself, then God will help you. And this is so true, because God will never help someone if this person or this being is not willing, at least willing to take to take the help, of course. But for taking the help, you need to be willing to help yourself. Otherwise you cannot receive the help, and the other one cannot give the help. Otherwise God or whoever would have to force you to take the help, and he would not do that, because do you think God wants you to be in a dependency? Do you think dependency belongs to life? Do you think dependency is life? No, dependency is death. It is the source of every destruction that you will see in the entire world. When you look wherever you look, when you have sites of destruction and places where people live in poverty and stuff like that, then you will see that there is dependency. And when you look at countries which are in many ways like wealthy and they are doing good in a economic way, you will find out that there is some level of independency which allows them to have this kind of wealth. Otherwise they would be poor. So that for this. And the last thing I want to say again, and maybe to emphasize here, is it doesn't matter how it looks. It is like not it's not like indifferent. It's not indifference, but it's independent. Okay, it does not matter. It's not so important how someone or how something looks, because someone can look like someone, he cannot help you. and you think like because he does not have this white shirt or what doctors wear, for example, it's an example, that this person cannot help you. But maybe this person can help you in a certain way. But also, if you think like someone has a certain look, and then you might think like this person looks like a doctor, looks like whoever, because he is or she is wearing a white suit or whatever, then you might think, oh, this person can help me because it looks like it. No, it's not true, because ask yourself. That's what I meant by saying question what I say and question the points that I'm trying to make. Question yourself about what you think and believe is right and true. Because if you ask yourself, is someone really only because someone wears a whatever white suit, I don't know if suit is the right word, but doesn't matter. You know what I mean. Is this person only because of that someone who can help you? No, maybe not. That's why doctors, whoever in whatever niche you look, they have to make a good diagnosis. They have to ask the other person, the patient, the client or whatever. They have to question the problem the other person has to find out if he or she can help the person or not. And you can, you will consider very, very quickly when you have the eye and the, if you have a little bit of knowledge about it, which I try to bring over here to you now. That if you can consider a person which can really help you or not, also only about the ability of the person to ask you the right questions. Because people who are not able to really help you, they do not ask questions, or they do not ask the right questions. It most certainly can be connected to that. So it might not be the only reason or the only sign for something like that, but it has something to do with it, or mostly it comes with it. Okay, so this is very important. Don't make it dependent of outer circumstances, things, the looks, the appearance, etc. Okay, this is very important. And I have like a big list of things that I wrote down for this topic, for this subject. It has many pages. I don't make here a big speech. I'm not reading it out, everything, but I have to look up some things. Okay, so much about the appearance. And of course, we have to talk about the maybe unpleasant subject of abusing help, because as I already said, help, supporting each other, maybe because it is so important, because it is a part of life, it has been abused in many, many ways. And there have been gangs and groups that build their criminal acts on abusing help. For example, it's just an example. There are companies that don't really help. They just pretend to help, and they destroy other companies. Yeah, and I mean, you have certainly heard of some of those companies. They have been in the press sometimes, and especially 2008 after the crash that we had. But also, for example, about people living on the street. I don't mean homeless people who are in many ways maybe innocent, okay? But I mean those who are like sitting on the street and begging to get money or whatever, and maybe you give them something because people like feel, have pity with them or whatever, and want to help those people. This is what I mean. I mean, human beings want to help each other, and they see another person, they're lying on the street and begging for money, for help, and maybe they get some money, and in the evening they come together at some certain point and collect all the money they have. This exists. So, and this is the abuse of help, for example. But it's also in another way. It is also in a way of someone pretends to help you, and in the niche of consulting, especially here actually, and many others of those niches. There are so many coaches, I don't like this word, especially because it is like you can be coached for anything, and there are so many people like trying to pretending to being a good coach for whatever. But if you really look at it deeply, you will find out that those person maybe never even solved those problems for themselves that are trying to solve for another person. And that is also a very important point here, because you have to be honest about yourself, and maybe this can be the next point we have to add to the points I already made. You have to really be honest about yourself if you can help another person, if you have the knowledge, the ability, the capability or whatever, or if the other person can help you. And what does it need that someone can help? It needs that the other person has solved the problem they are trying to or pretending to be able to solve for another person. They must have solved those problems for themselves. If the person does not really have if this person just looks like it, it's the same here. It is not said that this person really can help you. Okay? And if the person just looks like it, but has not really solved these problems for herself or himself, and it might look like it, then the person cannot help you. Okay? And it might look like it, but the person cannot help you. And of course, this causes many problems in the society, because, as I said, here we abuse, or here the good common sense, the meaning of the human being. Part of the meaning of being human is helping each other and helping honestly each other. And it is a big it is a crime, and it is a trust here that is being hurt, and it causes damage in the trust for yourself and in the trust for others, but also in life. And it causes so much damage that destroys life. So it is very important that you are very careful about who you are helping, and also who you giving the privilege, because it is a privilege, to help you. And it might also be in an emergency situation that you do not really want the help of a certain person. Then don't take it. Of course, this is like depends on the situation. Okay, I do not say that you should not let yourself help of someone when you have just doubts and you really need the help. I don't say that. I just say be honest with yourself and be careful. Just listen to yourself and to your inner voice, let's say, and to your gut feeling. Okay, this is very important. And I said "und," it's German, and to help you here if you have some problems with it. So if you don't know if the other person can help you, or in the other way, if you don't know if you want to help another person, just look at it deeply. Just ask maybe a few questions, question the other person about their intentions, and look at the other person. And you can always, I say, you can always offer help. That doesn't mean you have to give it. And if you find out there is something wrong, then don't give or don't receive, don't take the help. But of course, if you have the ability to help, and if the other person really needs your help, maybe in an emergency situation, then of course you help. If you do not have any harm that cannot be, there should not be any harm that you're not able to bury, that your own life gets threatened by something and you cannot handle it or whatever. You should always try to help in a way that doesn't harm you in any way. That is more than you can bear. Okay, and also you can always call for another help. You can always call the police or whoever, another person. Or you can just refer to another person. You say like, hey, I cannot help you, but this person maybe can help you. And you can also say, no, I cannot help you because I think you should do that for yourself. Okay, I think this is enough for this video. It has been a long video already. I hope I could help you. If I did, show that please. I would appreciate it with a thumb up and comment to the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you a lot and see you hopefully in the next video. Bye.